Okay, so we are back with Return to Grace. I am so sad that the last audio did not even record anything, but here we are. Um, I found out that resetting myself is R, which happens to be the same button to end the recording in Audacity, which I've since changed, so let's get into it. Let's see, I think this is the first time that I've, saved and gotten off. We'll see if it even, sends me to the right place. Yeah, I mean, it's a little off, but it's okay. And I completely forgot that I can't run. Now, I think we were...
What's the code?
Of
here.
course. I am able to enter the codes directly if you would like.
Oh no,
Let her do it on her
did it
own,
start me
if she
over?
wants. Try again.
I wasn't paying attention. It looks slow on screen, but I swear to God, I'm doing the fastest that I can.
There you go. Hey, what happened to the lights?
I believe Control has turned them off, Addie.
Not cool, boss. Control? Unbelievable. Any way of knowing if this was Everett's room?
The records only give the level. We'll just have to look around.
I may or may not skip all of this.
Look how beat up
this
is.
It must have been done in anger.
I believe fear also played a part here.
I may just skip to where I was at.
Let's try this one.
I think this was the door we were at.
Here you go.
God. Whatever.
Nope.
I
can always do this for you. Just say the word.
It's this one. This. Oh my God.
Nope.
Maybe I should just... Okay.
Great.
All the other doors were open. Not all of them. I had to go through a lot.
So I've been thinking a lot, and I feel like, there's been peace for centuries now, right? But I watch the old Halos, and there's wars and bad guys and pirates and people who need saving, and it's exciting, right? And of course, it's awful, people dying. But I feel like there's no way to prove yourself. Nothing to fix or protect. Does that make any sense? I just want something, anything at all to happen. I guess that's what I wish for. Not like a war or anything, just something.
So this guy was just bored?
Like me.
I think this was the last room.
It is.
Finally.
Okay, great. Well, there's our confirmation. So, now we know that when you save, it, doesn't save exactly.
My wish? Oh, I'll tell you my wish. 10 years ago, we're on Venus at the Big Dome. Huge crowd. Olympia Mons favored 4-1, loses 5-1. 6 years ago, on Earth against South Union, loses 2-1. 2 years ago, South Union again, this time up north. I took the boys 3 months round trip. They go 90 minutes, no score. Extra time, no score. South Union takes it again in penalties. You want my wish, Gracie? The next World Cup is on Mars. I wish that Olympia faces South Union again and destroys them, like Space Me Out the
Wow.
Airlock humiliated. That would be a game.
That guy's devoted.
That's my wish. So how do I end this report?
Olympia's still a crap team.
Perhaps Grace was rendered inactive by football hooligans.
Grace likely fostered sports as an alternative outlet for uncontrolled aggression. Of course people would come to her to share their passions.
Yeah, there's nothing wrong with that. The guy seemed like a devoted fan. Alright, so since that was the last room, we will go downstairs. It's kind of funny because I think that was literally the last room. No, that was the last room in the last record, and I was like, yeah, this is a good place to stop. Without knowing that it was indeed not a good place to stop. Alright. Come on, Control.
You're looking pretty smug.
What's the pattern?
Okay.
Another easy one. Light the four corners of the
Ah.
pad. You really didn't need my help for this one. It would be a common pattern when guessing symbols.
I have to give you something to do, right?
You're telling me I could have just did this on my own. Oh man, I wonder what the outcome would have been.
Look at all the vacuum tubes. Must be one in every room in the settlement. Keepers must have been busy.
It's what Grace does with the wishes that should interest us.
Pop. I know this game now. Now I know this game is all about choices. So I wonder what that would have been. This looks comfy. Oh, it's shaking. Yeah,
Did
I
you like
loved
my
it.
little game?
You mean the game where you refused to help us?
I provided you with the opportunity
Did I
to
do
prove
it?
yourself. Is that not why you're here?
I'm an archaeologist. I'm here to do my job.
I don't think Addie enjoys having obstacles placed in the way of her goals.
We have arrived at our destination.
Also, favorite character so far? I really appreciate Empathy and Mom.
The Spire pilgrims must have gathered here. To listen to the Keeper's sermons, I guess.
People will return here once the beacon is restored. Flock and shepherd will be reunited.
This is huge.
Signs of conflict?
Or a
I
strength
don't know about
contest?
that. That's a good guess. Let's go to the left. That is a lot, okay.
Wish canisters.
Oh,
These have never been used.
For recording wishes, maybe. They look pretty banged up.
maybe like a riot?
Where is Grace? Well, I'm not alone in wondering.
I am here. It is the people who are lost.
Oh, I didn't notice the lights in the back. They flicker when Control talks.
Someone went through a lot of food.
Okay.
People were clearly sleeping here. They must have dragged this up from the settlement. Guessing they were here for a while.
Judging by bedding and volume of food containers, 5 to 10 people might have been here for over 20 days.
I bet people realized that their wishes couldn't come true. It probably happened pretty fast, because I mean, like, how long do people typically wait for things? At most, maybe a couple of months. So it probably happened pretty fast. Because, I mean, this is all, like, really good condition for what it is. Like, it all looks very new, you know? It doesn't look very old.
Quite the manifesto. I don't recognize the language.
I am embarrassed to say I do not recognize it either.
Well, they were here long enough to get bored.
Any clues? Oh, I guess I don't want to climb it just yet. Well, I guess I did kind of explore everything. I mean, not like I didn't go down the aisles, but, you know. It is a lot of seats.
Seems to be holding my
Perfect.
weight.
I feel like that was kind of foreshadowing. Yup.
This must weigh a ton. At least a couple people worked together to break through here.
That's some strong glass. Let's go in the back first and then the front.
More camps. Another stage in the siege. Looks like the numbers really fell off here. Most gave up by now.
Or died.
No
That
bodies
is true,
yet.
there's no bodies.
Death to Everett. Pretty clear who they blamed. This must be an attempted barricade.
What were they trying to keep out? That looks like a place where you could crawl through, but we're gonna wait on that.
So the keeper must have stood here, addressed the visitors, gave his sermons. You imagine having the solar system coming to you for answers?
The keeper was merely a
See the
vessel for
lights.
the word of grace.
Then why not have Grace address them?
There's sometimes more power in what is imagined than in what is seen.
You know, honestly, I have stage fright. And if I was up here, I'd just crawl over and die. Can't do it.
This explains all the canisters lying around.
Must have been fun. It would have been chaos.
There was clearly a lot of anger directed toward the keeper.
Well, you know, usually when people get unlimited power, it usually doesn't end well. So Grace had a god complex, obviously.
You'll want your light,
Oh
Annie.
yeah, thanks. I completely forgot. I was walking in the dark, like, yep, can't see a dang thing.
Can't make this out.
Okay, how about this one?
2780 to 2830. These dates are from the old Julian calendar, which makes them
Right.
very old.
1,200 years, by all accounts.
I take back when I said that this place was new.
2766 to 2780. I'm guessing these were the time periods that these keepers served here. Nothing here either.
Well, it doesn't seem like it's very, like, trashed.
Second barricade. Looks like they got under this one. 2942 to 2956. This would mean keepers were at the spire for at least...
444 years.
That sounds
How do
about
you
right.
crouch? How do you crouch? How do you... Oh, yeah, it's... Right. You don't do it yourself.
Do we know where this goes?
To a funicular that leads to the next section of the spire.
Oxygen tanks. Everett upped the ante. Cut off life support here.
It really went south for them. Ooh.
This canister looks undamaged.
And it has been recorded on.
Oxygen is almost out. We are going to make one last push today before returning to the ships. Grace Grace help us, we will win.
Okay, so I'm guessing that the keepers went bad and maybe Grace was... I mean, I thought Grace was like the bad guy. I mean, they probably are.
Long live Grace.
Apparently not.
Alright, control. I mean, logic.
Hold on, Addie. The room beyond the airlock is uncompressed. I don't believe it can be sealed. Something must have been compromised. You'll want your helmet on.
Such a sweetheart. Pressurize... probably this.
The tracks ahead lead to the highest point of the spire, known as the lighthouse.
Is that where we'll find Grace's processors?
Obviously.
You need only worry about the
I
beacon.
want to explore. But what's here?
An emergency exit?
For certain. It opens to
Moon.
Moon's surface.
Not going there yet.
Alright. Adventure, here we go.
What happened here?
More riding?
Maybe. Ah,
This
probably
doesn't look
not.
operational.
Let me try it, Addie.
Okay.
Whoa.
Come on! It's ice again?
The force needed to break through the ice dam would only come from directing all power to control processors.
Which
You wanna
only
help pull me
I
out?
can do.
Great.
On one condition.
And what's that?
You shall have no others before me. Cast aside that device on your wrist and continue with me alone.
Whoa, hang on. No, Addie.
But how will I communicate with you?
Mine is the only voice that resonates
No.
freely throughout every aspect of the spire. My words live within the vessel in which you stand now. They reverberate through the very walls of the enclave above. Through the many devices and instruments at my control,
Yep, I got it. You're everywhere.
What if she needs another configuration for something?
she will not.
Is there another way to get to the top?
Of course. The funicular is merely the most survivable option.
Throw the device from the funicular window to take your place at my side.
I don't want to. Okay.
This door leads out into the storm?
To your certain demise, yes.
He's being dramatic. Your death is only marginally likely.
In theory, you could follow the funicular track up the mountain slope to the base of the lighthouse structure.
It would be dangerous.
So I give up my options by throwing away my comm, or take my chances in the storm?
It's an important decision, to be sure.
Dang, okay. I've gotten really attached to everyone, and like, I'm not saying Control isn't a great person, but I don't wanna just be stuck with him. I think I'm gonna risk it for the biscuits. That's what I'm gonna do.
Open sesame!
You must not do this, Addie. In taking this risk, you jeopardize
I
all
don't
of
care.
humanity. Would you deny them my guidance and protection?
This is what can
Yeah,
happen when you make
no.
ultimatums.
You and your ilk were distracting Addie from her true purpose.
We are providing Addie with a variety of perspectives.
There is like so much more that I want to experience. Dude. Well, I guess I am 30 minutes. Okay, I'm gonna stop it here, and then we're gonna continue. This is probably gonna be a short episode, but I want to make sure everything's working well and stuff. But I'll see you guys in the next video, and next time we're gonna go into the storm. Bye.